Start with the Tigers. They are unchanged from their 1-0 victory against West Bromwich, which means Fraser Campbell is going to be the most responsible man in trying to find the back of the net this afternoon for the Tigers, and hoping to go 3 in 3. He'll have Bowen and Grzycki helping him out wide. Lehigh may have to put a big throw in here. In it comes. Device does very well there with 2 Birmingham players on him. And then Batty tries to flick it forward. Great ingenuity. Lehigh out wide. Bowen. And then the shot comes in, but it's just wide of the target. Plenty more power than Jota's shot up the other end, but it didn't have as much accuracy. Wasn't too far away though. It was in the right area of the penalty area though, for where a striker needs to be. Positioned pretty similarly to where he was against Bolton Wanderers when he gave the Tigers the lead. Tommy Elphick, oh, massive mistake. Che Adams, huge invitation. And Che Adams, out of nothing, has put Birmingham City in front. Well, we wasn't expecting that at all, was we? A defensive error from the Tigers there, and Birmingham presented with one of the easiest goals they'll have all season. And this is why it had to be the Villa man, didn't it, on loan, to cause the error. The ball bouncing, and as you can see, he kicks it into the ground, and it hasn't got enough momentum on it to reach Marshall. And Che Adams says thank you very much. Tommy Elphick. Launched it into the penalty area. That's a good touch from Irvine. Bowen, and Lee Camp makes a big save there. Almost an immediate response, but Lee Camp was not going to be beaten. And again it's Bowen causing the problems, getting the shot away. Catches it just neatly, just right. Irvine. Well dispossessed, and then Irvine with a tug of the shirt, and once again a silly foul to give away from Jackson Irvine, and because it's a shirt pull, it's a yellow card as well. It's just a silly booking to pick up this. Charlie Lakin wasn't really going to be going far. Jackson Irvine, I think, would have had the speed to keep up with him, but a pull of the shirt means he's another man who's gone into Gavin Ward's book. Launched in, and a decent little header by Morrison. Dean puts in the ball, and then the side netting denies Birmingham City that time. I think it will be a goal kick after all that. There looked to be a little bit of confusion there. It is a goal kick, as Lucas Jutkiewicz at the back stick was trying to add to his collection already. For a centre half, this isn't a bad cross at all. Marshall's little touch flirts it forward. Bowen slips. Batty was never going to win that header against Mahoney, the height advantage of the man in blue. Tommy Elphick. Not much longer left to play in this first half. The order device, and once again given away very cheaply. Che Adams on the ball, and he makes it 2-0. Same scenario again. A horrendous error. And Che Adams, who's already had one invitation, doesn't need a second chance, because you know he's going to take it, and he has just done that. It's Birmingham 2, Hull City 0, and 2 of the softest goals the Tigers will give away all season. Yordi Device this time is the culprit. Picked up by Che Adams. He just led everybody in. And then it's the simplest of finishes again. Jackson Irvine. Grzycki now will want to accelerate and try and get away from Colleen, but it goes all the way back towards League camp. Solomon Otterbar gets in there and he rides the challenge of Riesberg. Now a passage into the box for him. Cross comes in. And then the shot. And it was almost the same scenario as back in March, really, for Birmingham City. They scored very early on at the start of the second half last season, and they almost did the same again. Elphic's header falling nicely into the path of Captain Bold, but it was fired over. Jay Adams' only hat-trick, if it comes to that, in his professional career was in a 5-1 League Cup victory against Crawley last season. If he gets the chance to do so again, Birmingham managing to play the ball back towards their keeper. They will simply want to just make sure they do the basics right in this second half and make sure they come away at full time unharmed with 3 points. But the Tigers are getting forward. Grzycki puts it in, Campbell's there! And it's a great response at the start of this second half. And the man who all of a sudden can't stop scoring has given the Tigers a perfect start to this second half. Birmingham caught cold in their defence for the first time this afternoon. Campbell created the chance in getting the ball out towards Grzycki, and Harley Dean didn't go with him. Perfect start to the second half. Let's hope it continues on in this fashion. Great touch from Grzycki. Not a bad little ball in either, and Campbell does not make any mistakes there. Marshall shooing his defence away here, because the ball doesn't want to be down with him. It needs to be where it's going now, up into Birmingham's final third. The leap is from Henriksson. Riesberg. Henriksson again. That's decent footwork from Burke. Bowen. They're piecing it together here, the Tigers. Good looking ball as well for Campbell. It took a touch off Morrison, and that took the power out of the equation, and it nestled nicely in the end into the clutches of League camp. But it's great work in a tight area here. The Tigers with 3 Birmingham players around. Burke getting a great ball in. Grzycki does swing it in. But Birmingham with a great header at the back post there. The cross can still come in from Lehigh. Instead he just plays it to Tommy Elphick. Just biding his time here. He now floats it in. It could reach Grzycki. It's a decent intervention from Solomon Otterbar, but Grzycki has it back, bounces around, and all of a sudden, in a real twist of fashion, the Tigers are level. Just look what it means to Campbell, and look what it means to us, not only up here, but in the stands. It's Birmingham 2, Hull City 2, and 5 years of waiting for Fraser Campbell to get a brace. It's finally happened. That touch from the Birmingham defender causing them all sorts of problems at this end of the pitch. 2-0 up and coasting, but we didn't give in, and Fraser Campbell scores again. 4 goals in 3 games. Well, Birmingham are now trying to motivate their side on, but in 16 minutes of football, the Tigers have come back from seemingly a position where it didn't look like we was going to create much. But Fraser Campbell comes up with 2 goals in the penalty area. Good tackle comes in. Solomon Otterbar, though! Wide of the target. Deflection, so it's a corner. In comes the cross, looking for Jukovic! It's the post this time! And then out of play to safety on a temporary basis. Great save from Marshall. He gets up well, doesn't he? That save is so important. Gets his body in the way and onto the post. Harding. Oh, that's a poor piece of play from him. And Jared Bowen, a bit of a passenger in this second half. Gets his way up the pitch. and he's still going. Bowen into the box. That's taken a deflection off a Birmingham City man. It's a corner. Good strong running from Jarrod Bowen. Grzycki will need to put in a good corner here. And it comes into a dangerous area. Camper's dropped it, but then he regathers. The Audi device was preying on him there, waiting for Lee Camp to potentially make another mistake. But Birmingham City now trying to launch their attack. It's given away. It's Campbell. Birmingham have gone complacent in this second half. Grzycki now getting forward. Grzycki needs to be a bit closer. Of the players on the field, he's played at the highest level. Martin, he's just poked it through towards Grzycki. And here he is again. Looks to find Campbell. Reece Burke. And then he is caught, and a free kick dead centre. Feeling the effects of that challenge. And it doesn't look like it's a big run up from either of them. Four-man wall built for Birmingham, and it's tall. It's got the tallest men of Birmingham's 11 players in it. Looking to make this as formidable as possible. Grzycki! Oh, what a goal! Kamil Grzycki completes the turnaround. That is nestling in the back of the net. What a strike from Kamil Grzycki. We've waited and waited some more for him to come up with a goal, and that could not be any better. Pick that one out. Round the wall, it had power, it had drive, it had everything. Lee Camp couldn't keep it out. There may be some activity about to occur on the bench for the Tigers. Looks as though Will Keane is getting ready to come on, but Grzycki is in the box. Campbell's gone down, and Bowen! He hits it over. You keep that down, we could be really looking at a dream scoreline, but Jarrod Bowen blazes over. Lee Camp having a very quick scan of what's in front of him here. That was a pretty cynical push there from Reece Burke, and a free kick goes Birmingham City's way, and it's in a potential shooting position. Gardner over this with Mahoney. It's just a little floated one. And it's then back across. Adams! Another twist at St Andrews. And Che Adams is taking the match ball home with him. The hard work undone. And it's now 3-3. This football match has had everything. Che Adams, the ball in the end bouncing to him so kindly. Not cleared sufficiently enough by anyone in black and amber shirts. And now Birmingham City have got themselves level, and is the pendulum of momentum about to swing in favour of Birmingham City. It's now 3-3.